God, I'm like shaking now talking about it. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Why am I so nervous telling you guys this? Because it's not like it's a big secret. Hi guys, it's Jake here. Now I know I like to keep things relatively fun and lighthearted on my channel, but today I thought I'd talk to you about something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I want to talk to you about my coming out story. The reason for me not doing one earlier is because I never really wanted being gay to be something that defined who I was as a person. I suppose I should probably start from the beginning. Growing up, I grew up on a farm in a small country town. I was always just a little bit different to my brothers who were super macho and liked playing with Lego while I liked drawing, and even though I'm shit. But there was always just something up with me from the moment I was born. But the thing is, I never knew what it was and I didn't really care. It just more gave me a complex that I was a weird person. I was never really exposed to like gay culture or anything gay. I knew what it was, but I didn't know that was me. And in school, I had girlfriends and I just wanted to focus on being a normal person. A normal person. When you're growing up and you're different, it's horrible. Because all you want is to be accepted. And this is before I even knew I was gay, so I already had this big complex about being different and weird. So let's fast forward to high school. I was relatively well liked. A few people did tease me for the way I was, even though, like, I'm not like an overly feminine person, I suppose, but I don't know. I grew up in a small country town. They'll pick on you if you're wearing funny looking shoes. I did it really slowly. I know a lot of people like, I'm coming out, and they tell the whole world, but for me it was a very slow progression. I came out to my closest friends first, and when I told them, I was so nervous. I thought I was going to vomit. I was just... When I told them, their reaction was, it's okay, Jake, like, we love you for who you are. It doesn't matter. I started to figure that maybe people just don't care. I had a time where my little brother was on MSN and I was on MSN at the same time. And he asked me, he goes, I heard that you're gay, is this true? And I freaked out. And I didn't want my family to judge me for who I was. I didn't want to lie to him. I just said, I am, but can you please not tell anyone, especially not mum and dad, because I want to do it in my own time and I want to do it myself. His reaction was kind of like, oh, I don't care. Like, it's your life, you do what you want. It was very, very whatever. I then went up and spent time with my mum up in a different state. I sat down and I told my mum, like, Mum, I'm gay. My mum's reaction was amazing. She was like, you know what? I've got 4 boys, one of them had to be. And then she's like, I love you no matter what, and gave me a big hug. And it just dawned on me and I was like, what was the worry about? I've been worrying myself sick for years over this. I slowly then told more people and friends, and when I moved to the city to study my university degree, I said to myself, there is no more lying. There is no more lying to yourself. There's no more lying to people. If someone asks you, are you gay? You respond, yes. So when I moved to the city and when I first started meeting people, and people were like, oh, do you have a girlfriend? I was like, no. And they're like, oh, okay, like, are you dating anyone or are you interested in anyone? And I'd be like, oh, well, that boy's kind of cute. And everyone's like, oh, you're gay? And I'm like, yeah. And it was never a big deal. It was when I made that decision to myself to stop fooling myself and stop fooling the people around me that I just finally found peace. And I was finally happy. And the fact is that I didn't care, so why should you care? The hardest thing for me was coming out to my father. I came out to him last. I drove down to the country one day, and this is everyone knew except for Dad. I was sitting there, I was sweating, and I was so worried about what was going to happen. I sat down and I'm like, Dad, can you turn off the TV? I've got something to talk to you about. I said, I've been meaning to tell you for a very long time, and everyone else knows, and I'm really sorry. It's like, you're the last person to know. It's just that I care about you so much. And I go, Dad, I'm gay. His reaction was, how gay? No, don't answer that. Are you dating anyone? No, don't answer that. And we kind of just sat there for a bit. And I was like, well, I should probably get going, but I'll talk to you later. I'll let you process this. And I apologized to him. I was like, I'm really, really sorry. And I'm really sorry. And he goes, no, don't apologize. And then he started crying. And I'm like, oh my God, I've made my dad cry. he's feel like he's failed as a parent. Oh my god. And then I'm like, Dad, I'm really sorry, I'm really sorry. He goes, no, don't apologize. The reason I'm crying is because I feel like I've been a bad parent. The amount of times I made homophobic remarks to you, the amount of times I've said things that I could have upset you, he goes, I just feel like a bad person. For fuck's sake, we live in, you know, the 2000s. This shouldn't be a thing anymore. He was just like so frustrated that and upset that my life was going to be harder from now onwards. It then dawned on me that he didn't care and that he loved me no matter what, and it was all in my head, and that he was just as scared and worried for me as I was. So I suppose this video was just to show you my life and what I've been through, and that it does get better. I know it's really hard, and for a long time I hated myself, but it gets better, really. I don't know why I'm crying, it's so stupid. I don't cry, I'm not a crying person. So I suppose what I'm saying is that do it in your own time. If you're gay, you want to come out, you do it when you're comfortable. At the end of the day, if people love you, they're going to love you no matter what. When people do distance themselves from you, it's not because they don't love you, it's just because people are scared of things they don't understand. And a lot of the time, that's why I was scared, because I didn't know what was going on with me. And that was the scariest part. But I just hope this video today helps people realize that being gay is something not to be ashamed of. It's just part of who you are. So, celebrate it. And I wish you all the best.